on the rock, the man. I'm a K-back, 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they screaming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the that live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the jet.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Jacksonville. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. He's still on his feet. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And this one is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Third and long. It's gone. He's going to lob one. And this is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 35 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27. Yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Sunday, green 80, green 80.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Green 80, green 80, move.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. To throw is Bortles. Hard throw, incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Green 80, green 80. Move. Green 80.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Tell him. 76. 76. What? 180.
They go play action here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Goff. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. On 1st down, it's gone. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Goff. Flushed out right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And that will be incomplete as well. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And his throw is incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hank, green 80, green 80.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. On 1st down, it's Gurley. Oh, nice move. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Ric Flair.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They're running with Gurley. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Gurley again here on 1st down. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. Goff now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a 1st down here. Goff on 1st down. Blitz coming and down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Green 80. All go. 11. 11B.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here we go.
Back near his goal line. Here's Bortles. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
Green 80. Omaha. 372. Move.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Hank. Green 80. Green 80. Green is good.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
11. Green 80. Green 80.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. He sets to fire deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards.
Omaha. Let's go. 11B. 11.
Bortles now on 1st down. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go. DC.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw on 2nd down is gone. Right side complete. That's Woods. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. The final shot before break here. Goff eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Bortles. And he'll get that to Fournette complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Spread right, 72. Move. Here we go.
Here's a give to Fournette. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Here we go. Hey, spread right. Hank. Move. 380. Hank.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And down inside the 15 he goes. Bortles to the former Jets, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags first down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Green 80. Green 80. 372. Green 87.
Into the red zone. It's Bortles. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
After the interception, here's Goff. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain, and it's 2nd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A.J. Fournier with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Well, that wasn't just a loss. That was a loss of big yardage there. So the sense you're starting to get is that offensively things are starting to pile up against them, and they've got to find a way to stop that. Conversely, how about the great call by the defensive coordinator? He realized that he's got him on the run a little bit. That call was made to get upfield penetration by his defensive front and try and get into the gaps, get upfield into the backfield, and make a big play. I think that was actually called, not so much just to get it done that way, but to say, hey, guess what? We're going to be aggressive, and we had an opportunity and seized it.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
So many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Green 80. Move. Green 87.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Green 80. Green 80. Move.
He'll get it up the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Hey, spread right, spread right, spread right, spread right, smack.
Bortles now on 3rd and goal. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Again they run with Gurley. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And now running right through it. They find some open field here. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 59 yards. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And they are going to take over